mission of Tee It Up for the Troops is to honor and support all those who have served in the armed forces for our great nation. Through charity golf events across the country, we raise awareness and funding to provide critically needed services to America's veterans and their families. Since 2005, we have hosted more than 650 events in over 40 states, donated more than $14 million, and impacted over 277,000 military heroes. We work to provide comprehensive assistance for veterans in all areas of their life, with a priority emphasis on PTSD treatment, employment, suicide prevention, housing, family and caregiver support, and sports rehabilitation. Our programs and partners have a profound and enduring impact on the visible and invisible wounds of war for our nation's heroes.
I deployed in 03, 05, and 08. And then in 08, I deployed to Afghanistan. We were running a mission one day. I was driving the last vehicle in the convoy. Two members of the Taliban were watching us drive down this dirt road, and they remotely detonated a 20-pound anti-tank mine.
So in 2003, I joined the United States Army. I went in enlisted as an E4 military police. And then in 2004, we deployed to Iraq. And that's where I was injured and I lost my left arm, and I was left hand dominant. I remember something whizzing by me. Didn't know what it was, but it almost hit the Humvee.
And I fell face first, 9 feet down in this culvert, which crushed every bone in my face. The explosion crushed every bone in my right arm, my right hand. My hip was shattered, my right knee was shattered, my shin was fractured, and my right foot was crushed. You know, it's life, it's what we signed up for, and we all knew it could happen, and we just answered the calling.
And the next thing I know, I didn't hear it, something hit me, and I found out later on it was the RPG, or rocket-propelled grenade. And I just remember being in shock and just being angry that this was the end of my life.
Tee It Up for the Troops, to me specifically, it's more than just a golf event, if you will.
It gives me the ability to feel whole again. Sometimes you do feel like you're alone. So programs like this, events like this, it takes you out of your shell a little bit, because you don't see many people like you. It's like, hey, how are you doing? You know, how are you coping? You know, mentally, physically.
Tee It Up for the Troops will allow you to turn that switch back on, so that you can re-engage, you can be who you were. They help you find yourself, they help you find that brotherhood and that camaraderie that you can't find anywhere else. It's nearly impossible to find it without help.
They're doing great things. They're reconnecting people who served together, that fought together, who bled together, you know, who saw unthinkable things together, and that's just great. You don't hear organizations doing that, and the fact that they have grown, it's just great. Tee It Up for the Troops, just to know that they're still good, solid organizations that, you know, that are raising money for the veterans and the spouse community, you know, and so that means a lot. They're great people, and they're doing right by our veterans community and beyond.
Tee It Up for the Troops is committed to helping our nation's service members, veterans, and their families to heal, transition, grow, and thrive. We engage programs that help veterans to constructively transition from the battlefront to the home front. With your help, we can continue to help our nation's military heroes get back on course. For more information, please visit teeitupforthetroops.org.